just obsessed with like myself, my hair, like just my whole being in general, as I should. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's Tita here. Today video we are going to be talking about locks and like my tips, what I recommend, because I always have a lot of people like swiping up on my pictures and like asking questions. So I'm just gonna make this video to just get asked is like, do I recommend them getting locks, and if not, or if so, why or not. I always tell them like it's really preference. The reason I got it was because I was in Guam and in the military, and just pulling my hair back every day was really like not damaging, but like at the same time damaging, and it was also just draining and tiring. And then being on a tropical island, you have to wet your hair. Well, don't have to, but like when I go swimming like probably 2-3 times a week, and I didn't want to wash my hair every time, but I didn't want to let the salt water sit in my hair for that long either. So it was just a struggle going back and forth. So I just made that choice for myself, and I do not regret it. But I've been having a lot of growth since I've had them. I only had them for a year. June makes 2, but I did have a whole bunch, like a lot of growth. So my tip for that, I don't wash my hair like every week or as often, whatever. I only wash it when I need to, like when it itches a lot, or when it like my hair really doesn't start to smell. It's really when I like got a lot of itching and like dandruff. But I only get dandruff when I don't oil my scalp. So I was gonna mention that I always oil my scalp like every single day or every other day, or at least sometimes I forget. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I forget. We all forget. So I do it at least 4 times a week, but I try to do it every other day, if possible. And before putting my hair up, anything, I spray it with some water, moisturize it, and then I oil my scalp, and then I put my hair up. Like, before doing this, I of course moisturize my hair and my scalp, and then I put my hair up so it won't be too damaging, or it doesn't pull too much, or I just don't want any breakage in my locks. Also, having thick locks is I think it's beneficial and helpful, because thin locks are, over time, they tend to like break, and my locks, they can withhold a lot. So they're not too big, but they're not small either. So that's what I love about my hair. Also, I don't get retwists so often. Like, some people get it every 2 weeks, and nothing against them, but I just don't do that, because I like my hair to grow out, and I like it for it to like to have room, like after the retwist is gone, like the perfect parts or whatever. I like to just be able to mess with my baby hairs and just be able to slick shit, like my hair down and stuff. So I get it retwist every month instead of every 2 weeks. So, and it don't be like, oh, right on every, like on this certain day. I just really, when I'm ready to wash my hair and I don't want to like to be freaking like just everywhere, or when I'm going somewhere, I'm like wanting my hair done like by this specific day. But other than that, I wash it like, I wash it once a month, because my hair doesn't stink. I don't know, some people like think locks will stink, but mine don't. I don't know, I don't sweat that much. I don't know, but when I do go out and run and sweat a lot, I wash it, of course, because I don't want that smell to build up, and it will stink. But for when you first get the locks, you do have to have it in a style. Well, that's for me, at least. I kept it in the same style for 3 weeks, and it was terrible because I wasn't used to that. Like, over there in Guam, I wash my hair once a week, and like I used to have a lot of dandruff in the beginning, so it was bad. Like, my head itched so bad, and I was like, I don't know if I want this. I was really ready to take them down, like just say forget it. But I kept it, and I kept texting her like, my head. She was like, yeah, but you like, keep it. And then once I went to her, and then she retwisted it, and then I didn't have, like, after those 3 weeks, I wore them down. So I was just super happy about that, because I loved, like, it was so cute. Like, they changed so much, and just seeing them grow is just like soothing to me, because they were so small. Like, if you ever seen my old videos, or if you just know me personally, when I first got them, it was like they were tiny, and then they weren't as thick like this, of course. They were like thin, and they were just like super easy to manage. Like, even myself in the beginning, like when that lady left, because she only did my hair and then she like moved, so after that first retwist, I learned to do it myself. Like, I just was on YouTube, like, how do I do this? So I did it myself, and it was so much easy. It was so easy. Literally, I need more like water with like some conditioner, and then I retwist and oil, but that was it. Like, I didn't use no twisting gel, nothing like that in the beginning. But now it's different because my hair is way thicker and it's harder to like part it now because I can't see, like they're not thin, and I just don't mess with it myself. Like, I style it, but I don't retwist my own hair at all anymore. That's just dead. But a tip: oil your scalp. Always moisturize your hair every day. Spray it with water. Even if you're leaving it down, just spray it a little bit with some kind of moisturizer, water, or whatever. You can mix. I used to mix what I used to do. I used to mix water and like some conditioner, and I shook it and I sprayed on my hair, and then like it made it soft and it was moisturized. And then I oil my scalp and I add some oils, like put oil in my hand and then rub it, and then I put it on my locks. Or you can just buy rose water also and just spray your locks and oil your scalp, whatever you prefer. Now I have rose water, but I ran out, so now it's just kind of mixing with water. It's right here actually. But that's what I used to spray my hair, and I oil my scalp. Another tip would be, don't mess with it too much in the beginning. Like, some people will be like ready to like have 30 different styles, but like you have to realize you have locks now. This is not loose hair. It can damage over time. Like, it could start breaking, like pulling. If you have ponytails, like super tight ponytails all the time, you'll notice like especially if you have thin locks, like they will start to break, like they will break off. Like, at least leave it in for a week and a half, 2 weeks, same style. When you're getting starting locks, or if you're gonna wear it down, just leave it. Like, you can wear maybe a ponytail up, like 2, but don't do that. Like, don't make that your go-to style like all the single time. Like, right now my style is like, I literally wear it down. I do ponytails sometimes because I don't really like having them in too long because I just get a headache. Like, I have what's it called, I'm tender-headed a little bit, just in one area, so it's like the sides start to hurt and I just can't take it, and I'll be ready to like leave the event. But yeah, don't try to have 30 styles when you have starter locks, because it's good. First of all, you're gonna ruin your retwist because your hair isn't fully locked and it's gonna mess up. And for 2, it's just saving yourself from future damage. So, another question: are they hard to maintain? Yes and no. In the beginning, yes, definitely hard for me, at least, because it was my first time. Like, no one in my family had locks that I know. That was the first time. No one around me had locks. Like, I didn't really, I mean, I knew somebody with locks, but I didn't, of course, it's just people I've seen with locks, but I didn't know no one personally with locks. So what I did was, I was like, bro, I don't know what to do. So I kept texting the lady that did them. I kept texting her and asking her, like, when can I do this? When can I do that? And she just kind of like guided me through it. But it wasn't hard. I just have I had little to no knowledge on locks. So before you do get them, do your research on what kind of, like, it's different types. You can start them with like 3 strands, 2 strands. They have coils, you know, they have different, or they have instant locks as well. But whatever your choice. I started with 2 strands, and I do not regret it. But now they're not hard to maintain at all. Like, I sometimes wake up and I really don't even touch my hair unless I'm going out somewhere, and I'll probably like put it up. I'm not going nowhere. It's just Friday and we'll be in the house because it snowed, but I wanted to get dressed because it's Friday. But anyway, I just put my hair up, do my edges, but most time I just get that bottle, spray my hair, oil my scalp, and pin my hair up. Like, the 2, I just put bobby pins, or I just don't put nothing at all. I'll probably do like my front edges or my sides and call it a day. Or sometimes I just spray it literally and go about my day. I don't really mess with it too much. Like, I don't have like the only motivation to like do my hair every day. Like, you don't have to. Like, when you know you don't have to, it's like, why would I, you know? Like, they still look good with I just spray it, moisturize it, and go. Like, they still look fine. Nothing's wrong with my hair. Like, so they're not hard to maintain anymore, but in the beginning it was. I got a question the other day, actually. They were like, have I seen my hair being like damaged, you know, because once you have natural hair, like after the first bleach, if they did it wrong or something, like you see the damage a little bit, you know. But they were like, did I see damage with my colors or whatever? I mean, I really can't tell. I mean, you could feel it, you know. Like, the first day was they didn't feel rough, but they felt I don't say brittle or fragile, but it I don't know, they just felt a little different. But once you start to like moisturize them and just keep up with them. Like, don't just let them be and not like treat them, no hydrate them, not moisturize them. Like, don't do that. Like, don't let them just die basically, because then you go months without even touching your hair. And then, because I've seen a lot, like they just leave it and then they're like, why did I, like, they can't even get a comb in there like to part it, and then you have a lot of breakage when that time comes to not coming out, but like to retwist. And it's harder for the stylist and for you because it hurts. But I mean, I'm sure you get damaged, but I haven't had that problem yet. I still have really frequent, like, constant growth. I never just went through a phase where my hair just wasn't growing, you know. I would say before getting them, just do research, like look into things, little things like how to maintain starter locks or something like that, anything, because I didn't look into anything. I just went for it head first. But one thing about locks, they're going to change every month. You're gonna get a different set of locks because they transform. Like, I started out with super thin hair. I'm gonna see if I can find a picture. I started out with thin locks, and then they got poofy, and I had no idea. Like, they were just poofy. I had no control. Like, I had no idea what was going on with my head. But I hope this video was helpful to those that needed the guidance or just wanted to know about them. I'm gonna give you a closer look of mine because I am in love. I got a lot of growth. I'm just obsessed with like myself, my hair, like just my whole being in general, as I should. But yeah, the back.